Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you not tag team cards, but not Unison instead. Now I know that we're in the middle of going over the next set stuff in our live deck matches and profiles, but this is gonna be my first reaction to Night Unison. I figured why look at them on my own time when I could just have a first reaction with you guys and then I can discuss my immediate reactions afterwards. I'm gonna try to keep this video shorter though because the set's actually not that big anyways, and I'm trying my best not to babble. Before we get into the video, if you guys want to, I know about Lieutenant Surge, so I'm gonna go on a mini rant whenever we get to Lieutenant Surge. I'm gonna be, oh man, oh boy, I'm not happy about that. But if you guys, if you guys are gonna enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like. It always supports me. Don't forget to subscribe too, as we're on our way to 10K subscribers this year. I would greatly appreciate it. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Let me fix that. There we go. And answer common question today being, what is your favorite and what is your least favorite card in this set? How about that? That seems like a pretty fun question of the day, and for a chance to win a couple of codes, of course. And once again, I know that our current sets haven't even come out yet, but it's fun to talk about cards in the future because it's always fun to like look at what's here to come. So we're just gonna go over all these cards now, make it really quick. I'm gonna look over each one though. Let's see, we got Venom here. Radar, look at the top 7 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand. That's already a pretty decent attack. It's already like that. 60 HP. Let's see how Venomoth GX is. I saw the thumbnail for this card. First of all, Venomoth is a cool Pokemon. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've always liked Venomoth as a Pokemon, so it's nice to see these like lesser Pokemon getting some love. Always greatly appreciated. Evolves from that. 200 HP is not bad for stage 1. Secret of the Ninja, Grass DCE, meh. 110 damage. If you play Koga's Trap card from your hand this turn, this attack does 90 more damage. So 200 damage is pretty nice. I want to know what Koga does. If you play Janine from your hand this turn, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from the attacks of your opponent's basic Pokemon. I'm assuming those are both supporters, and I know we're getting that Lieutenant Surge card that gives me a headache. But okay, so you have the potential to be not only immune but do 200 damage. So that's really nice. Grass DC is a little bit weird because I mean, to be fair, if they're not OHKOing you and you become immune, you're doing 110 free damage. And if you can chain that, that's gonna be pretty nice. So I could see like a deck just full of some sort of like acceleration. The thing is, how do you accelerate onto Venomoth? I know with like cards like Tapu Koko Prism, it's really easy to just use Koko Prism so you don't have to find DC every turn. Maybe you can play like Experience Share if you don't want Choice Band. So I mean, there's some benefits to this card. I like Venomoth. Tenfold Retaliation, that's a cool name. 60 damage, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 10 cards. Oh, so it's like Drampa, but with damage. Well, I guess that's a nice little upgrade. Alright, cool. I like that. So I got 1 attack though, no ability, but whatever. It's a good card. It's definitely good, at least. So we'll see if we can make it, if we can streamline the card with energy attachment and stuff like that. We got Bellsprout, we got Weeping Bell. These are kind of lame. 80, 50, that's pretty great. Pretty bad, I mean. Your post-act Pokemon is now Poison and Burn. Alright, some nice damage. Reactive Poison, 10 damage, attack to 60 more damage for each special condition on your opponent's active Pokemon. So with cards like Hypnotoxic Laser, it's really good, I guess. Like, it's not that great, though. I mean, for one, Grass is not bad, but it's a stage 2, right? So I don't think it's that good. Grubbin, a new Grubbin. This one's only 60 HP, though, so it's not going to be played. Electric Signal, search your deck for up to 2 Lightning Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand. I mean, you can get Volkners. I mean, Vikavolt. So I guess if you don't care about the 60 HP number, it's not bad. So it's alright, I guess. Anyways, Tentacool. I like to look at the... Oh, look, Jasmine. Speaking of her. Why did she have a Tentacool? She's never had a Tentacool. Bubble Technique. If you use Janine this turn, this attack does 50 more damage. Okay, this is becoming a theme. Shout out to Gen 1. Tentacool. Water. Move 1 energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. Then put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. That's a pretty cool attack. It's very disruptive. It does a lot of damage. Oh, I mean, not a lot of damage, but it does 3 damage counters, which is not bad. So it's easy. It's much better to probably move an energy to a worthless Pokemon than it is to put an energy in the discard pile, right? Because they could recover that energy, but they can't usually recover energies from the board unless they're playing energy switches. Wrap, flip a coin if has your opponent's active Pokemon now paralyzed. All right, it's okay. It's not that great. Goldeen. Oh, we're getting a Seeking. We don't get Seeking cards. I know, Pokebeach dude, loves Seeking, so shout out to him. Flip a coin of heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage on this Pokemon. I cannot remember his name for the life of me right now. That's what I get for waking up, right? And just starting. Prevent all effects is just like, it's like detect, but with damage. It's not bad. And we got Seeking. Ooh, look at that artwork. Very goldfishy. Excited Horn. 30 damage, flip 2 coins, attack is 30 damage for each heads. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, flip 6 coins instead. Bro, catch me playing Seeking, bro. Choice banded Seeking with Fliptini. It's like Pyukumuku all over again. But it's not as good. Pyukumuku can get endless amounts of damage. Alright, catch me playing Seeking, bro. I love me some flip cards because I have the worst luck. Kyurem here. Cold Call, search your deck for water energy attached to this Pokemon. Whatever. Hail Prison, 110 damage, discard 2 water energy from this Pokemon. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Oh yeah, I remember this card. This is a really good card because you have Naganadel Quagsire and you can just instantly paralyze every turn. Yeah, this is a really good card. This is going to be a really big problem to deal with for decks that don't play a lot of Guzmas or switching cards. So, be on the lookout. New Froakie, quick attack, lame. New Frogadier. After a strike, 20 damage to this Pokemon. If any damage is on this Pokemon, flip a coin of heads, prevent that damage. We have much better Frogadiers. Okay, kind of lame. New Pikachu with Pikavolt. That artwork is just slay me now. That is adorable. I don't care what anyone says. Oh my god, catch me collecting those Pikachus. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. And then Raichu looking epic as always. Never give up. You can only use attack if you have 3 or more prize cards remaining than your opponent. Attach all any energy from you, just got your Pokemon any way you like. It's alright, but you're not really immune to anything, and they can just Guzma and take a knockout on you on something. So you can attach all those energies as you like, but it's not great. Because you're already 3 prize cards behind. So that's really bad. I mean, being in that position is really bad, and then using an attack that isn't taking a knockout is not great either. Unless you're playing like, unless you're using this as like last resort, let me win the game with Pikachu Zekrom, it's kind of meh. Dedenne, we know what Dedenne does. It's the new Shaman. Everyone collect these while they're cheap because they're just gonna get more expensive as time goes on. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to try to get me 2 of these full arts, but Dead Charge. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench during your turn, you may discard your hand and draw 6 cards. You can only use Dead Charge ability once per turn, so you can't abuse it. You can't chain it like Shaman. They don't have attacks that can put it back into the hand except for the GX attack, but Static Shock is 50. Pretty lame. I guess it's decent in electric type deck. If you can have Thunder Mountain, you can attack for 50 plus Electro Powers, and Thunder Mountain, you can attack for 1 energy, things like that. And then Zappy your turn, GX is 50 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Return this card and all cards attached to your hand. So you can put it back into your hand once time, so you can use its ability again. It's your GX attack for game though, so you have to keep that in mind. But overall, not a bad attack. It's definitely not a bad Pokemon. 160 HP seems fair-ish. I will say there's a lot more Pokemon that can hit 160 than there is 170. Although I was hoping for a little bit lower of an HP number, so it feels like Shaman, but whatever, 160 is fine. New Charjabug, Battery, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your hand, you may attach this card as a special energy card to your Vikavolt or Vikavolt GX. This provides 2 lightning energy to that Pokemon this is attached to. That's really cool. If we get a really good Vikavolt, that's a really good ability. That's really cool, I like that. And then Pierce. Alright, Vikavolt, 2 new Vikavolts, 1 apparently is a promo. That promo was a little bit too epic for me. Stealth Body, if there's a stadium in play, this Pokemon has no weakness. Alright. Lightning Strike, 120 damage. You may discard all lightning energy from this Pokemon. If you do this attack, does 100 more damage. So it's a non-GX that can hit the GX numbers. 220 is really nice. I do like it. I think it's good. I think it's really good. You have a bunch of good Vikavolts in the game now, and then you have a really good Vikavolt GX too. So like, if you can, now you have more of a reason to play a bunch of new Vikavolt cards, and you have a really good Charjabug, and then you have Ditto as well. So Vikavolt could be a legitimate deck, something to look out for. 220 is good numbers because Choice Band you knock out pretty much all relevant tag teams that, yeah, because like really you hit 250, and with Electro Powers you can hit the numbers that you need on like tag teams with Muscle Band or Venusaur and stuff like that. So it's not bad. Zeraora, oh, I really like Zeraora, man. Something about Zeraora lately has been, I've been a huge fan of it. Crush Claw does 20 damage. Discard special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I might just, we'll see what happens. I'm just listening to the music, and the music's like really intense, right? Because I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna turn it down so it's not as loud. 50 damage. Discard all lightning energy from this Pokemon. Stack the 50 damage for each card you discard in this way. I mean, it has infinite damage output, but it's like there's not great ways to accelerate energy. Like Magnezone's okay, but I'd rather be using like some other cards. I guess, I don't know. New Marshadow. Reset hole. Once during your turn, you may discard any stadium card in play. If you do, put this Pokemon all cards attached to the discard pile. Already great, because Prism Star Stadiums are becoming a problem, so that's already a good attack. Red Knuckle, 10 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is Ultra Beast. His attack does 60 more damage. So it's literally just knock out Buzzwole, as I was saying. 70 damage, so you knock out Baby Buzzwole. With a Choice Band, you knock out Buzzwole GX. Okay. And then you hit 100 damage with a Choice Band versus like versus Bucephalon and a bunch of other Pokemon as well. This is a good card. I'm definitely gonna have to get me like 2 or 3 of these cards. Like that's a really good card actually. Yeah, that's on my hunt whenever that comes out. This set is like, this is just not it, man. This set's really good. I mean, not like from the cards we've seen so far, but from the cards I know we're gonna see. Specifically Volkner. Wooper, Quagsire. Shoutouts to a Quack to the past. It's a fighting type Pokemon that you can throw into water type decks. So it's actually really good because Naga Quag now has a way to deal with Zoroark. That's great. That's actually really good. Should ask Quagsire. Gligar. Free Flight. This Pokemon has any energy attached to it. This has no retreat cost. Ninja Thrust, 30 damage if you use Janine this card. This turn, this attack does 90 more damage. I'm having a hard time reading today. It's whatever. Okay, it's not bad. It's really easy to set up. Like, this is another one of those cards you can just throw into Malamar if Janine is good. I don't know what Janine does yet, by the way, so forgive me. I'll take a look at it whenever we get there. Glass Score, Poison Jab, your opponent's active Pokemon is not poisoned, whatever. Greninja and Zoroark GX. So I think we've already talked about this, but it's a very good card. It's just Darkrai, but back. Dark Pulse, 30 damage. This attack does 30 more damage with Dark Energy attached to your Pokemon, so you can play it with Naganadel. You can play it with that Incineroar GX card. I think I like it most with Naganadel because it's easiest to set up because you have treasures, you have Ultra Space, you have Ultra Balls, and then you get a consistent board of it. I think you just play it similar to Blacephalon, but if you play it with Incineroar, it's a little bit harder to set up, but the payout's a little bit better because you're always getting plus 90 damage when an Incineroar is down when using your ability. Not to mention manual attachments. Night Unison GX. Put 2 in any combination of Dark Pokemon GX or EX from your discard pile onto your bench. If this Pokemon has at least 1 extra energy attached to it, in addition to its attack's cost, attach 2 energy cards from your discard pile to each of those Pokemon. So, yeah. So you can honestly play both, huh? You can play Naganadels with like 2 Incineroar GXs, put them into your deck as well, and whenever they're in the discard pile and you have Night Unison. And you don't even have to use the secondary effect either. Like, it's not super necessary if you put 2 Incineroars down. You can also play cards like Darkrai GX as well, so accelerate energies, although that's probably your weakest option because that's a GX that you don't want to have down. But if you play with Naganadel, you cover your fighting weakness, right? Although I guess if you play Choice Bands, you cover your fighting weakness with Marshadow. So it's in the air, but I kind of like Night Unison. But I think I'd rather play Naganadel because it feels more consistent and just throw in 2 Incineroar GXs into the deck so you can use your GX attack. Because I don't know what other GX attack you would use in this deck, right? There's not many other dark type GX attacks that I care about. So Greninja GX, Zoroark GX, very good card. Can't wait to play it. Carvana, and Sharpedo. I've already seen these cards before because they were released in the past. Greedy Evolution. When you put this Pokemon from your hand to evolve on your Pokemon, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, choose any dark energy you find there, and attach them to this Pokemon, then shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So it's like weaker Togekiss. Not a fan, and expanded, of course. If you guys remember the old Togekiss, this top 7 card and attach any energy you find there. This is top 6 and only dark. And I used to play it with Turbo Dark, so catch me playing Greninja, Zoroark, Togekiss, and expanded. Catch me, because it's happening. Then we got this new Greninja, which is apparently really good. I haven't actually looked too much into it. Its artwork is kind of cool. Hold on, let me look at this. What's it facing? I guess it's facing against a Charizard. Oh, that's really dope, actually. Dude, shout out to the Sun and Moon, or the X and Y anime, which is really good, by the way. Choose one of your Pokemon, yours and your opponents, with the fewest remaining HP, excluding this Pokemon, and that Pokemon is now knocked out. So, combine this with Greninja GX, you can put things in range of Bring Down, so that's pretty nice. It's a DC attack too, so it's really easy to pull off. Miss Slash, any damage attack is infected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects. Okay, it's not bad. It's probably not an attack you're not going to use, but I guess if you're playing counter energies as well as DCEs, then it's not bad either. I think you just literally pair it with Greninja, with the Greninja GX and Frogadier and stuff like that, and then you can put things in range of Bring Down. So it's really cool. Inkay and Malamar. New Inkay, it's not great because it's not Psychic. And Malamar, Hypnotic Control. Your opponent reveals their hand. Discard Pokemon you find there and choose one of its attack to use as its attack. I guess with this new Surprise Box card we're getting, it's not bad for sure. Dark Pressure, 80 damage, just go to the top card of your opponent's deck. The Surprise Box, I believe it's like put a card from your opponent's discard pile onto their hand. So you can essentially chain this attack if they don't shuffle it back into their deck. Guardian Sylveon GX, another GX card. Fairy Song, switch your deck for up to 2 Fairy Energies, attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like, so not themselves. Then you have to shuffle this deck. Kaleidostorm, 150 damage. Choose any number of energy you attach to your Pokemon and play and rearrange them in any way you like. It's alright. Miracle Magic GX, 200 damage. If you have 3 extra Fairy Energies attached to this Pokemon, your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck. Why is there a question mark there? I guess it just shuffles their hand into their deck. So that's I guess that's the official translation, and that's kind of crazy. That's a really good attack. So you're taking a knockout and shuffling their hand into their deck. That's a really, really stupidly good GX attack. You need 6 energies to do it. I guess if you just throw this in a tech in Gardevoir GX and you play a couple extra energy cards, it's really nice. It's a really nice GX attack. Something to keep track of. But I think it's such a heavy attack cost. And since they're using Kaleidostorm beforehand, I think you should be able to handle it. Maybe, I don't know, we'll have to see in practice, which we'll play in like 4 months from now. Right, because we have to do, no, 3 months from now, right? Because we're doing it, we always do the test decks 3 months or 1 month before the set releases. That's like my new strategy, which is not new because I've been doing it for a while, but that's the game plan, right? So I guess in 3 months from now, we'll be testing these cards. Clefairy and Clefable. This is not appropriate for my channel. Let's cover that up real quick. You guys don't see what that says. PG family forever. 10 damage, flip 2 coins, attack with 20 damage for each heads. And then Clefable, Lunar Dance, 10 damage, attack with 30 damage for each of your opponent's fairy, for each of your Pokemon with fairy energy attached. So you can do what 60, 120, 190 damage. It's not too bad, I guess. It's not great though. It's my boy. I forgot Toki's was even in the set. I'm so happy. Look at him. He's with a little backpack. Oh, so cute. During your opponent's next turn, any damage from the attacks of your opponent's active Pokemon is reduced by 30. It's not bad. Togetic. Oh, look at him. Long neck man. Energy Prison. Attach an energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, and then Magical Shot, man, whatever. And then the king. The king. Look at him. Bow. Fairy Banquet. 140 HP, 1 retreat cost, whatever. Once during your turn, you may heal 30 damage from each of your fairy Pokemon. Well, if there's a tank fairy deck, I'm playing it because it's happening. It's time. Where's my Togekiss GX? Togekiss deserves a GX, man. Spritzy, Nap, and heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. And then Fairy Wind, and okay. Aromatisse, Intense Scent. That's smelly. Flip 2 coins. If either of them is heads, your opponent reveals a hand. For each heads, choose a card you find there. Your opponent shuffles that card into their deck. Meh, that's alright. Miracle Clone. Flip a coin. If heads, choose a special condition. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not affected by a special condition. So you can just choose any condition, right? So you essentially just choose Paralysis. But you have to land heads, so. Meh. Rattata, 30 HP, always. Eradicate. Save 70 damage if the Fang Pokemon was an evolution Pokemon. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Not even worth. It's literally not even worth a 30 HP Rattata. Lickitung, 30 damage for the coin of heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not paralyzed. Licky. Okay. Eat up 40 damage for doing damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached to it, discard it. If a Pokemon tool is discarded in this way, heal all damage from this Pokemon. Not too bad. It's not too great though. Licky Hurricane. Flip 4 coins, attack with 60 damage for each heads. Catch me playing it. If it has flip coins, you already know about it. Electromagnetic Radar. Really good for electric decks. I think it makes I think this deck set with Marshadow and with this card right here makes this new Pikarom deck even better. And Pikarom's already really good. Discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 in any combination of Lightning, GX, or EX Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand. So it's literally an Ultra Ball for Lightning, EXs, and GXs. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. Surprise Box. I'm actually really excited about this because there's a lot of fun combinations and standard and expand you can do with it. But choose a card from your opponent's card pile and put it in their hand. So easy enough. Pokegear 3.0. This is so good. If I remember reading this online. This is just random receiver back. So decks that don't want to play Lele don't even have to play Lele anymore. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose a supporter card you find there, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Between this and this Judge's Whistle card, there's so many ways to thin your deck to get what you need. Because Judge's Whistle is just draw a card or put a Judge back into your hand. But you usually just want to draw a card. It's like playing a 56 card deck. You're playing a lot of items, so Trash Land is an issue. But like other than that, you're thinning your deck so much. And then you have Pokegear, so you don't even have to play down GXs. This is really good for non-GX decks. Or any decks in general that don't have the bench space for Lele. Secret Hood, prevent all effects of opponent's abilities done to this Pokemon this card is attached to, so it's essentially no Decidueye, no Lycanroc. Not bad. It's not great though. We have more Fairy Charms, really? Where's my Silph Valley Steel? Silph Valley Memory, whatever it's called. Prevent all damage onto the Fairy Pokemon's cards attached to you by the attacks of your opponent's Lightning, GX, and EX. It's not bad. And then Fairy Charm ability, prevent all damage onto Fairy Pokemon this card attached to you by attacks of your opponent's GX and EX with abilities. It's not bad. It's just that there's so many non-GX attackers that are decent that it's just like, these cards aren't that great. Alright, here's Janine. So what does Janine do? Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose 2 of them and put them into your hand. That's definitely a supporter worth playing for the boost of attacks. That's not bad. It's not great. It's like draw 2, but you're getting, it's like draw 4, but getting the 2 that you need, right? So it's not great, but it's not bad either. Koga's Trap, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and confused. Oh! So we have Hypnotoxic Laser, but instead of Sleep, it's Confusion, but it's a supporter. I mean, a lot of decks are going to appreciate that. There's a lot of poison type decks that don't hate this effect, so. And if you're playing it with Venomoth, you're hitting 210 now. So that's really good. You can play that escape board while also hitting, oh, now you're hitting 220 actually, because you know it's 210 because you're doing plus 90. That's really good. That makes Venomoth a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So we just have to figure out how we can like streamline those energy cards. But other than that, that's definitely going to be a fun deck. A lot of fun. I mean, you're gonna have to be. I mean, now that we have this Poke Gear too, it's easier to get that. Easier to get the supporters that you need for turn. And with this stupid card that shouldn't exist, it's easier to get both effects at the same time. Oh my god! All right. I don't have that much time, but I'm so angry. Why, Pokemon? First of all, this card's getting insta banned and expanded. That's for sure. Lieutenant Surge. You're gonna only play this card if you have more prizes remaining than your opponent. So if you're losing the game, you may play up to 3 supporters during this turn, including this one. So this card can only let you play up to total 3 supporters. So the effect stacking with Lieutenant Surge, if it did stack, I would say you can play 2 more support cards. So you can play Lieutenant Surge as part of the first one's effect, but it won't do anything other than eat up one of the slots, as is stating your new supporter quality again. All right, cool. So it can't stack with other dudes. But Lieutenant Surge's battle is busted. First of all, stall decks get insanely good now because you can play Lusamine Loop at the same time as using your supporter. You can Acerola, Lusamine. You can Lieutenant Surge, Acerola, Lusamine, put the Lieutenant Surge and the Acerola back, and then you just deck out your opponent. That's all you got to do. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And then you have access to cards like Plumeria and all these other disruption supporters. Not to mention the fact that like now if you're behind, you can essentially draw, you can play like 2 extra draw, you can play 2 draw supporters that turn, maybe a draw supporter and a Guzma. This don't even get me started in expanded. You have Versus Seeker and expanded. This card is busted. It shouldn't, what Pokemon, this ain't it, Chief, man. This ain't it, Chief. I am not a fan of this card. This card is so good. This card is so good. And then that Venomoth card, you can become immune to attacks and also hit 210 damage. Like, why is that a thing? Hello? Has anyone, what are they doing up in Japan, bro? Whoever decides to make these cards, someone needs to get fired. maybe this card is a lot, maybe this card is not as broken as I think it is. I think it needs to be banned from expanded already. Like, there's too many good supporters in expanded. Like, if Zoroark's an issue right now, because Zoroark can play a supporter and a disrupt, like he can essentially draw equal to the amount of supporter would let you, as well as play a disruption card and then a Ranguru to put them back into the deck. Lieutenant Surge is just that, but better. And now Zoroark can do that with Lieutenant Surge. Like, what is happening? What is happening? Pokemon. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I don't have that much time, so I have to cut this rant short. But this is not okay. This is just not okay. This card is so good. Oh my god. I'm so mad. You just play 4 of these and like a bunch of other draws. Oh my god. Electro Power is back. That's good. Enhanced Hammer is back. What is this artwork? Oh, that's really cool. Oh, I want one of these IRL now. Like a little, oh, that's really dope. Max Potion's back, so that's good. And we have a new Guzma. Oh, that's dope. This artwork's kind of cool. Guzma's looking a little bit like too thin. Like he's like posing. But like the goons in the background are dope. So I mean, it's nice that we keep Guzma in format. So that's good. The only thing we need now is that Cynthia reprint, and then we'll keep a draw support in format too. We got our Lily reprint. I'm just thinking about like for the next rotation. But overall, this set's not that bad. It's a pretty decent set. I just think that Volkner is really good, and we have access to Marshadow now. I think Venomoth is going to be a legitimate deck. We just have to figure out how to streamline the energies. Is there any way to accelerate grass energies? I don't think so. That Greninja is really good. The Dene is just really, really good. I think Vikavolt to become a real deck. Like I said, Marshadow is really good. I'm just trying to look through all this deck. Greninja Zoroark is going to be a real deck. And then that this Guardy is just a really nice addition to Gardevoir GX as it already is. It's got Togekiss, which already makes a set a 9 out of 10 at minimum. And and then all these colors Pokemon are not great. But we have really cool tools, really good items. Not tools, but items in particular. And then like pretty decent supporters. Like you can just throw these supporters into any. This supporter essentially says like just poison your opponent, right? So that's like with Sevipers down, and so with Sevipers down, you're already doing like plus 50 damage, which is more than Kukui does, right? So overall, let me know what you guys think about this supporter. I'm sorry this video is kind of short, but I actually do really need to head out. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, share all the good jazz. Let me know what you guys' favorite card is, and let me know about your opinion. Am I over exaggerating? Do I think it's not going to be that bad, or is it way worse than I'm giving it credit for? Because I'm kind of I think this card is pretty unhealthy. Like, I thought tag teams were unhealthy. This card seems pretty unhealthy. Like, it's like instantly like, let me get way ahead in prizes. It's just the fact that we have a combination of not only this card, but tag teams, right? If you're one supporter behind and you're playing against a tag team deck, you can, if you're one prize behind, you're playing against a tag team deck, this can essentially put you 2 prizes ahead and that's not exactly cool, especially if you're non-GX deck. Like non-GX decks are really good with this card in particular. But yeah, anyways, I'm so like I don't know, man. I'm so full of emotions right now. Once again, shout out to PokeBeach for being as awesome as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.